Welcome back to Everyday English Pod, everybody. Today we're diving into something pretty fascinating, I think. It's about how learning English can really, supercharge your personal journey.
Yeah, it goes way beyond just the basics.
Totally.
Yeah.
We're talking about how it can unlock some pretty surprising opportunities and really give your confidence a boost.
It's amazing how many parts of your life can be touched by getting really good at English.
Right.
It's transformative. It can connect you with people worldwide, open up career paths, and just help you grow as a person. It's pretty incredible.
Okay, so let's break this down a bit.
Yeah.
First off, think about connecting with people.
Okay.
With English, you can literally talk to millions and millions of people across the globe.
Right.
That opens up so many doors, new friends, travel experiences, and a chance to really dive into different cultures. It's like English becomes this bridge.
I like that. It really does break down barriers.
Yeah.
When you think about it, communication is at the heart of what makes us human. And English, more than perhaps any other language, makes that possible on a global scale.
Totally. And it's not just about making friends on vacation, right?
Yeah.
Every time you have a conversation in English,
Right.
whether it's just chatting or maybe giving a presentation at work, you're kind of pushing yourself a little bit further.
You are, and that's huge for personal development. Think about it. When you can express yourself clearly in English, it changes how you see yourself.
And how others see you too.
Absolutely. It demonstrates a willingness to learn and connect with the wider world.
I think it's so important to celebrate those small wins along the way too.
These small wins are huge.
Like when you suddenly realize you understood an entire movie in English without the subtitles.
Oh, for sure.
Or you have a conversation with someone and it's just smooth sailing.
Those moments are gold. They keep you motivated.
Totally. Now let's talk about something that always gets me pumped, education.
Okay, yeah.
The sheer number of opportunities that explode when you're comfortable with English is just mind-blowing.
It really is.
You can apply to some of the best universities worldwide. There are tons of online courses that are suddenly accessible.
It's incredible. It's like this global classroom opens right up.
And it's not just about fancy degrees and stuff.
Right.
It's about learning whatever you're interested in at your own pace. Or even pick up a new business skill. And that sense of self-reliance, being able to learn anything.
Absolutely.
That's incredibly powerful.
It really is. It gives you a sense of agency, control over your own growth.
And we can't forget about technology. It feels like almost every app, every website starts in English.
Oh, absolutely.
So if you're good with English, you can navigate it all without even thinking, whether it's for work or just messing around online.
It gives you access, too. Like, you can understand developer documentation,
Oh, yeah.
participate in open source projects, even, just understand those pesky error messages when things go wrong.
Those error messages.
Exactly. So it gives you this sense of control over technology, which is so important these days.
Totally, totally. Okay, so we've talked about connecting with people, feeling more confident, accessing education and technology. But let's be real. Let's talk careers.
You're right. Let's do it.
In so many international companies or jobs that involve working with people from different countries, English is a must-have.
It's non-negotiable in many cases.
Employers want people who can communicate clearly and work well with a diverse team.
100%. If you look at today's globalized economy, being able to communicate effectively across different cultures is absolutely essential.
Absolute.
Companies need people who can manage projects, build partnerships, and create a truly inclusive work environment.
It can open up some serious opportunities.
Oh, yeah. Roles with greater responsibility, international travel, the chance to really grow within a company. It's a huge advantage.
And it's not all about work. Right?
Oh.
Think about your hobbies, your interests.
Right, of course.
If you love reading, watching movies, or playing video games, English unlocks a whole universe of content.
Whole universe.
It's like this secret library suddenly becomes available.
And what's fascinating is that you never know what you might discover.
Right.
You might watch a documentary and be exposed to a whole new perspective on an issue,
Right.
or read a novel and develop a deeper sense of empathy for experiences different from your own.
And let's not forget travel.
Okay, yeah.
When you visit a new country, chances are English will get you pretty far, even if you don't know the local language.
It makes things so much easier.
It really does. You can get around, ask for directions, even have a little chat with locals. It just adds so much to the experience.
It really does. It transforms a trip from just seeing the sights to really experiencing a place.
Totally. You can connect with people on a deeper level, understand their culture firsthand.
Exactly. And even just navigating unexpected situations.
Yeah, like if you need help or have a question, English is often that common ground.
Absolutely. It makes you a more confident traveler.
Okay, now let's talk about self-expression.
Okay, I like this.
If you're someone who enjoys writing, telling stories, or just sharing your thoughts online, doing it in English means you can reach a much bigger audience.
Your words have the potential to resonate with people from all over the world.
It's pretty powerful.
It is. Think about it. If you have a message to share, a story to tell, why limit yourself? English gives you that global reach.
All right, so we've touched on education a bit, but let's dig deeper.
Okay, yeah.
There are just so many incredible resources out there if you know English.
So many.
Academic journals, free online courses, platforms like Coursera and Khan Academy. It's a never-ending supply of learning opportunities.
What's really cool is how it gives you a sense of control over your own learning.
Totally. You're not limited to what's available locally or in your native language.
Right.
You could be in a small village and suddenly have access to a course on, say, astrophysics from a top university.
It's incredible.
And that knowledge can change your life.
Absolutely. It can empower you to make a real difference in your own community.
And it's not just formal education, right?
Yeah.
You can keep up with what's happening in the world by reading English newspapers.
Oh, for sure. The New York Times, The Guardian, so many great sources.
It's not just good for your reading skills. It's about becoming a more informed global citizen.
Absolutely. You get exposed to different perspectives, complex global events.
And it helps you understand these things in a deeper way.
Exactly. It's about developing critical thinking skills, being able to analyze information.
Now, while we're on the topic of reading and understanding, I wanted to touch on writing.
Okay, cool.
Even just keeping a journal in English can be really helpful.
A journal, huh?
Yeah. It's a great way to improve your grammar, build your vocabulary, and get more comfortable expressing your thoughts and feelings.
It's a very personal and consistent way to practice.
And you can look back and see how much progress you've made.
That's great for motivation.
And it doesn't have to stop at a journal, right? You could start a blog, share your expertise in English.
Oh, I love that. Sharing your knowledge with others.
You're helping others and building confidence as a writer and communicator.
It's a win-win.
All right, let's shift gears a bit and talk about networking. These days, so much of it happens online, and platforms like LinkedIn are basically all in English.
It's true. LinkedIn is your global resume.
Having a strong profile in English can open up some serious job opportunities.
It really can. It makes you visible to recruiters and companies worldwide.
You're not limited to your local job market anymore.
Exactly. And think about attending webinars, participating in online conferences.
Yeah, a lot of those are in English too.
Right. It allows you to connect with professionals from all over the world, learn from experts.
Imagine being at some big global event and being able to chat with people from all different countries.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
It builds your network, exposes you to new ideas.
Okay, let's lighten things up for a bit. Entertainment.
All right, I'm ready.
Who doesn't love watching movies, TV shows, YouTube?
A guilty pleasure for sure.
But doing it in English isn't just fun. It's a sneaky way to learn.
It really is. It's like immersive language learning.
You naturally pick up on how people actually talk, the slang, the cultural references.
You absorb it without even realizing it.
It's way more fun than flashcards.
Oh, way more fun. And don't forget about audiobooks and podcasts.
Yeah, those are great for passive learning.
You can listen while commuting, exercising, doing chores.
So it's like multitasking for language learning.
Exactly. And music. Don't forget about music.
Oh yeah, music is so powerful.
Listening to English songs, looking at the lyrics is a fun way to boost your vocabulary.
And you get a feel for how people use language in a more creative, expressive way.
Absolutely. Music can really connect you with the rhythm and flow of the language.
All right, we touched on travel before, but let's revisit it.
Okay, let's go back.
Knowing English can really make your travel experiences smoother and more enjoyable.
It makes a huge difference.
Airports, hotels, tourist spots, so many places rely on English.
It's like the universal language of travel.
It makes getting around less stressful, allows you to interact with more people.
You're not limited to just the tourist bubble.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And those interactions, they're what make a trip memorable.
They really are. It's about having conversations with locals, understanding their lives.
And sharing your own experiences too.
Creating those human connections that go beyond just seeing the sights.
Okay, so let's talk about how English can really open doors for your future. Think about studying abroad, going to an international university.
It's a dream for many people.
English is often the key to making that happen.
It's the language of academia in so many countries.
Not just for admission, but for everything you do there.
Right, for learning, for collaborating, for connecting with professors and other students.
It's a global network that can benefit you for your entire career.
It really can. And think about all the cutting-edge industries.
Like tech and healthcare.
Exactly. Those fields are rapidly evolving, and English is the language of innovation.
Whether it's coding languages, research papers, or international training programs, English is the common thread.
It gives you access to the latest advancements, allows you to contribute to global discussions.
And think about all the resources available online for learning new tech skills.
Oh, it's an incredible resource.
Most of the tutorials, the documentation, the online communities are all in English.
It democratizes access to knowledge.
You can learn anything from coding to design to digital marketing, all in English.
It empowers individuals to be creative, to innovate, to really shape the future.
And it's not just in tech.
Right.
Look at the world of science and research. Scientists from all over the world publish their findings in English.
It allows for global collaboration, the sharing of knowledge.
It's how we make progress, how we solve problems that affect all of humanity.
Exactly. It's about working together, building on each other's discoveries.
And this idea of using English to connect and collaborate globally goes beyond science, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Think about activists, people working to make a positive difference in the world.
Mm-hmm.
They often use English to get their messages out on platforms like TED Talks, to organize international campaigns.
It amplifies their voices, connects them with supporters worldwide.
It's amazing how English can bring people together around a shared cause.
It really is. It breaks down barriers,
Yeah.
creates a global community working towards a common goal.
And let's not forget about social media. It's exploding with content in English.
It's the language of the internet in many ways.
Artists, influencers, everyday people, they're all using English to reach a wider audience.
It allows you to connect with people you might never have otherwise met.
To share your ideas, your creativity, to inspire others.
And to be inspired in return.
It's a pretty amazing exchange.
It really is. It's about breaking down those geographical and cultural barriers.
All right, let's dive back into the online learning world for a moment.
Okay, yeah.
Platforms like YouTube and Udemy are full of educational content, and a vast majority of it is in English.
It's like a global library of knowledge, all at your fingertips.
You can find courses on almost anything you can imagine.
From photography and business to finance and personal development.
You could literally learn a new skill every week.
And the quality of instruction is often top-notch.
It's incredible how accessible learning has become, thanks to English.
It really is. It removes so many barriers to entry.
And it's not just about learning fancy skills.
Right.
Even understanding English better can help you with something as important as personal finance.
Oh, absolutely.
So many great resources on investing, budgeting, managing your money are in English.
Books, podcasts, online articles.
It can really empower you to take control of your financial future.
It gives you the knowledge and the tools to make informed decisions.
Now, let's talk about something a little different. How learning English can help you better understand different cultures.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Think about watching English language movies or reading novels. You're not just improving your language skills, you're getting insights into history, emotions, different ways of seeing the world.
It's like stepping into someone else's shoes.
You're exposed to different values, different customs, different ways of thinking.
It broadens your perspective, makes you more understanding and empathetic.
And it's not just about the big themes.
Right.
Learning English idioms and slang helps you connect with native speakers on a more natural level.
It gives you a deeper understanding of their culture, their humor.
It's like unlocking a secret code.
It really is. It makes your interactions more authentic, more meaningful.
And on a more practical level, let's talk about professional certifications.
Okay, yeah.
So many exams that can give your career a boost are conducted in English.
Like the IELTS, TOEFL, PMP, CFA.
Being able to take these exams and do well can open up a lot of doors.
It's proof of your skills on a global scale.
It validates your expertise and makes you a more competitive candidate.
It shows potential employers that you can work effectively in an international environment.
Okay, now let's circle back to personal branding.
Okay, I like this.
How you present yourself to the world.
Right, your unique value proposition.
Whether it's your resume, your LinkedIn profile, or even your own website, being able to do it well in English makes a huge difference.
It allows you to communicate clearly and effectively who you are and what you offer.
To reach a wider audience, to connect with potential employers or clients.
It helps you build a strong online presence, which is so important these days.
And it's not just about the professional side.
Right.
Think about expressing your creativity.
Oh, yeah.
Writing poetry, crafting stories, even writing descriptions of your artwork in English.
You're sharing your art with the world.
And it can connect with people from all different cultures.
Art transcends language barriers.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about the power of collaboration.
Collaboration is key.
English is often that common language that people from different backgrounds use to work together effectively.
It's the glue that holds global teams together.
Whether it's producing a film, developing a new product, or organizing an international event, English makes it happen.
It allows for seamless communication, clear understanding, and ultimately successful collaboration.
And let's not forget that boost of self-confidence you get from being able to communicate fluently in English.
Oh, that confidence is priceless.
You're more likely to speak up in meetings, share your ideas, take on new challenges.
It empowers you to be more proactive, to really go after what you want.
And that confidence extends to your writing, too.
Absolutely.
When you can write clear and effective emails, reports, presentations, it just adds to that overall sense of self-assurance.
It makes you a more effective communicator overall.
So, taking all of this together, learning English really gives you a stronger voice in global conversations.
A stronger voice and a seat at the table.
You're not just observing, you're actively participating.
Contributing your ideas, sharing your perspective, making a difference.
It's an incredible journey of personal and intellectual growth.
It really is.
Yeah.
And, it all starts with that decision to start learning, to step outside your comfort zone.
And to keep going, even when it's tough.
Because the rewards are immense.
They really are. It's an investment in yourself that pays off in so many ways.
I couldn't agree more.
Thanks for joining us today on Everyday English Pod. Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep pushing yourself to grow. We'll see you next time.